Hi guys, Matt here for the Forex Coach. We have just entered first trade of the day today, which is 10 to 1, so it's quite late in the day, but not really seen a lot this morning. Just got a long trade on the Ger30 or the Dax. I've actually put in 2 entries here on this. Now, it does depend on this close of this 1 hour candle really, because I was hoping for a quicker reaction off of here and it to close, you know, fairly bullish on this candle, but we've got only 8 minutes to go, so I mean it can move quickly, the DAX, but we'll see how it plays out. Potentially if this price envelope curves around, then the target, which is up here at these highs, is probably going to have to be trailed down somewhat, but we'll see how it goes in the next 8 minutes. Okay, so we've still got a minute to the close of this candle here, so about 40 seconds or so, and it's looking a bit more bullish now, which is good. So we need it to hold up here, and then hopefully we can then have a good run up. Okay, so still in this DAX, it could actually pull back here. So just looking at the 15-minute chart, it could have a pullback here, but what I'd ideally like to see to show the strength in this move would be a strong close on this 15-minute candle in the next 7 minutes. So we get a strong close up here, and then a continuation of this sort of push higher now. I actually put 2 entries in on this trade, so I've just put a limit order on one of the entries to effectively close half the trade off at this level just here, and we'll see if we can break that and then get this push higher. So we've just got some euro strength at the moment, which is contradicting this long on the DAX. You can see here this strength in the euro, and this euro pushing higher is causing the DAX to come off slightly. So really, for this trade to work, we need the euro to sell off a bit here. Okay, still in this Dax Long, and this isn't the price action that I've signed up for here, but it is what it is. It's still got the potential to push up, but then also this euro strength has got the potential to roll over. So I'm looking at potentially moving the stop up to this low here, and I'm just going to watch carefully this price action. I'm interested in seeing how this sort of 5-minute chart pans out and how this 30-minute chart pans out in the next 15 seconds. So I'm just taking off one of these entries here. Reason being is I'm just not fully confident with this price action here, so I'm just reducing the risk slightly on the trade. Just going to keep the initial entry on, and I think I might move the stop up as well to this low, so just reducing the risk there. Okay, just got trailing stopped out on that. I think it was the right decision to make. As I say, we got this initial price action, what we was looking for, but this move really needed to continue for this trade, bearing in mind what's happened on the 1 hour chart now. You know, we were looking for this to stay strong and push up here, so it didn't work out on this occasion. It's not to say it still won't go higher. I mean, the Dow Jones has pushed higher, and that has pushed up, but unfortunately, if I just go to the Dow Jones, you can see here that's had a good push up, but the euro has been what's hampered this trade. The euro just pushed higher and higher. When this starts to sell off, which no doubt it will have some sort of pullback over the next hour or so, we'll probably see the DAX push higher, but say for that trade it didn't work out. Small loss on that in the end, nothing major, but a losing trade. Okay, just got a re-entry on this Dax Long. We've got trailing stopped out just up here somewhere. Since then it's had a bit of a sell-off. Now I just think that the euro could have a pullback here, and if it does, then I'm looking at trying to get a bounce on this this DAX. Now we have got this sort of curving around this 21 period moving average, so just want to pull back up here into this sort of price envelope zone, and then would exit up there somewhere. Put the stop just below the 4-hour price envelope for now, and see what can happen with this. Okay, just been stopped on this second attempt on the DAX, so that's the account for today. 2 losers there effectively on the DAX going long, and the euro's just held up there and hasn't really come off, which hasn't helped this trade. So it still looks like it could bounce, so this might be now the time where it does now have a bounce, because looking at the sell-off that it's had on the hourly chart, I was just looking for this sort of run back up into this zone, which may now happen. But as far as trading it goes, that's it for me now. I've had 2 attempts. I'm not going to take a third, so we're out of that one. Okay, just back. We took a third attempt on the Dax Long, was stopped out again. I couldn't record, I had the children in with me in the office, but yeah, it was worth it for the third attempt because I saw the price action here. We had this strong bar on the lower time frame chart, we had this volume come in, and there was still this potential for this move higher. Based on the 4-hour chart, you know, we could have seen this close up here and a continuation of this sort of upwards move here, but it doesn't look like it's going to come off. Surprised me because the Dow Jones is record highs, breaking new highs as we speak, and the euro did start to come off, which is what I was looking for. So euro coming off, which would, you know, it started to come off here a bit, and we've got the Dow Jones record highs as we speak, breaking to new highs here, and yet still the DAX just didn't want to go. So that was unfortunate. On the trade, I actually had a couple of bits of my entry. I managed to just take a little bit off on one of these entries here, on this bit here, on this spike up. I mean, at that point there, I was pretty much break even again for the day on these DAX trades, but so it then just rolled over and came out and stopped us out. So not a major loss for the day, 97 quid down. But I'm not going to take any more attempts on this now. 3 is my limit. I'd happily do 2. 3's kind of pushing it usually, to take in, you know, 3 attempts on the same sort of trade setup. At the end of the day, the picture had changed significantly by this point. You know, when we first entered, we were looking at this sort of candle here and looking for a continuation of this, you know, nice upwards move here, but that completely changed, and then we was just looking for a bounce up to this sort of level here, this upper price envelope, and then, you know, maybe this to then continue rolling over. But none of it's worked today, unfortunately, which is just the way it goes. And interesting video in a way. See obviously how we deal with losing trades. We did try the stop up on the first one, so the loss on the first one wasn't significant, but then we did have 2 stop outs. They're not big stops on these trades, so it wasn't a huge loss overall in the end. So I hope that helps. End of the video, and